Sarno's daily reminders could completely change your healing journey from chronic pain. They're not just simple sentences, they're a powerful way to retrain your brain to break free from pain. They were developed by Dr. Sarno, who helped thousands of patients in his clinic in New York. His best-selling books helped millions worldwide, including me. In this video, I'll explain Sarno's 12 daily reminders in the same way I explain them to my patients. So if you're suffering from chronic back pain, neck pain, fibromyalgia, sciatica, or any other form of chronic pain that just won't go, these sentences can really support you on your healing journey. Let's start. By the way, I'm Dr. Brosh. I've treated thousands of patients, I've trained hundreds of psychologists and doctors, and organized international conferences on healing chronic pain. The first reminder is the pain is due to TMS, not a structural abnormality. I have my notes here, by the way. So we first begin with the mechanism, how pain is created. It's true that there are instances in which pain is caused by a structural abnormality in the body, but these are the minority. And when other medical diagnoses have been ruled out, we are left with a different mechanism that Dr. Sarno called TMS. TMS, by the way, stands for tension myoneural syndrome. Let me explain what it means. So tension, we all know what tension is, right? Myo is muscle, and neural is basically nerve. So we have a syndrome, which is a phenomenon that affects many body parts at the same time, or could affect many body parts at the same time, that is created by tension, by stress and emotions. This is real pain that is created by a different mechanism. Since Sarno developed this theory or concept almost 50 years ago, there's been much advance in the field of pain science and pain studies, and today we call it in a different name. It's called neuroplastic pain. The official diagnosis is called primary pain. We actually have a diagnosis for pain that is unexplained by other medical conditions. So if you've been suffering from pain, this is big news for you because we can identify the mechanism and we can adjust a proper treatment to it. There is a way out. The second reminder, the direct reason for the pain is mild oxygen deprivation. So first thing first, this is a theory. Dr. Sarno postulated that pain is caused by a mild oxygen deprivation, and this causes pain in, for instance, muscles. It could be the back, it could be the neck, it could be sciatica, and other forms of pain. So today we know that pain is a defense mechanism. It comes when our brain senses that there is danger or potential danger. Okay, so think of it like that. Whenever we're afraid of something, whenever we think that something might hurt us, either physically or also emotionally, the pain mechanism, this defense mechanism, can turn on and be activated, and then we experience real pain in our body. So the third reminder, TMS is a harmless condition caused by my repressed emotions. Pay attention to the word harmless. This is real pain. You can actually feel it in your body. You're not imagining it, it's really there. It's caused by the brain as a defense mechanism, and Sarno said that it is caused by repressed emotions. Here's my take on it. After guiding thousands of patients through such processes, most emotions that are related to pain, most tensions that are related to pain, because we're talking about tension, are really under our nose. We simply don't notice them. So starting to ask ourselves, what is it that I'm really tense about? What causes me tension? What causes stress in my life? This is a very good beginning. So even though Sarno said most emotions are repressed, reality shows different. It shows that most emotions that contribute to pain are actually emotions that we can be aware of. Number 4, the principal emotion is my repressed anger. And again, I have a different take on it because also research shows that in recent years that the principal emotion that is linked to chronic pain is actually fear. There are 7 types of fears that could be contributing to pain, to chronic pain. So number 5, TMS, or neuroplastic pain, the newer, more scientifically based name, exists. So TMS exists only to distract my attention from the emotions. And basically what happens with chronic pain is that the brain creates the pain. It is unidentified, so nobody points at the right mechanism. And since the pain is created and it creates more fear and more avoidance, it begins to create a momentum. It begins to gain momentum. This momentum is a cycle of its own, okay? But we can't stop this momentum. How do we do that? By knowledge of the mechanism. Once you understand that there's a real physical mechanism that causes your pain, but it doesn't mean that your body is hurt. It doesn't mean that there's some obscure damage, something that nobody found despite numerous medical diagnoses and tests. Still there is pain, it's real pain, it's caused by the brain in so many cases. Knowing about it is your first way out of the cycle of pain, fear, and avoidance. By the way, if you're suffering from chronic pain, I've prepared for you a starter kit with more meaningful resources that can help you on your healing journey. So check out the link below this video. Number 6. Since my back or other body part is basically normal, there's nothing to fear. Listen to this sentence. The pain is real. It is caused by a reversible mechanism in the brain. My body is not damaged. I don't need to be afraid of it. Understanding that could be very, very relaxing. It brings back the sense of safety, of feeling safe in our body. So if you understand that, you can start releasing the fear from your system. Number 7. Therefore, physical activity is not dangerous. So I shouldn't be afraid of anything. So physical activity is not dangerous as well. Many people with chronic pain, I see my patients really afraid of moving. And this fear of movement, this fear of activity actually increases, remember, the sense of danger in our brain. When the sense of danger in our brain increases, pain lingers. Okay, so physical activity is not dangerous. And then 8, and I must resume all normal physical activity. Just one thing, if you do that, when you do that, do it gradually. When you do it gradually, what will happen is that you will regain your confidence, and with this confidence, the pain will decrease. This will increase your confidence more. With more movement, again, pain will decrease more, and you're starting to build a positive momentum of healing. Number 9. I will not be concerned or intimidated by the pain or symptoms. What we do is teach ourselves to give less and less attention to the pain even when it's there. Remember, it's real pain, it's caused by the brain, it's reversible, and it's harmless. So if it's harmless, when it comes, and it comes, because again, there's a sort of momentum that's built in the brain. It's been going on for a while, it became chronic. It will take time to stop this momentum. But each and every time that you tell yourself, okay, I will not be afraid of the pain, it's there, it's unpleasant, but it's harmless, the pain will start fading away. And if you do it over and over and over again, you will see that with time, pain decreases. You will feel better. Number 10. I will shift my attention from pain or symptoms to the emotional issues. When pain comes, what you can also do, and this is something I teach many of my patients, I tell them, I recommend them to ask this one question when pain comes. What am I feeling now? Pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what am I feeling now? Is it a sort of fear, some sort of fear? Am I anxious? Am I sad? Am I bothered by my future? How will my future look? Do I have doubts? So pause, take a deep breath, and try to feel into what you're feeling. Shift your attention back to your emotions. The more you do that, the more you shift your attention back to your emotions, the pain will subside. Number 11, I intend to be in control, not my subconscious mind. So here we're saying, hey, it's my body. I will direct it. I am the owner. I am the master of this body. So here what you can do is talk to your brain, tell it, hey, I get it, I understand what you're doing, you're creating pain to try to protect me from this or that reason, it doesn't matter. But I don't need this protection anymore, you can stop. Sarno described in his books that he taught his patients, actually his patients taught him, that speaking to their brain, talking to their brain in this sense, helps reduce the pain. And it is a very simplistic method, it is a very simplistic technique, but it really, really, really helps. So try it out, see how it works. 12. I must think psychological at all times, not physical. This is important because of two reasons. One is when you think psychological, basically you're shifting your attention away from the pain and back to the brain mechanism that's creating it. And when you remind yourself of, for instance, through these reminders, that the pain that's created in the brain or by emotions, which is the same, is actually reversible, then again, you release the fear and you can allow yourself to relax. This is one reason. The second reason is that your attention, when you think psychological or think about the mechanism in the brain, you shift your attention away from your pain. When you shift your attention away from your pain, pain reduces, okay? Because the pain that's created in the brain feeds on our attention. So the less attention we give it, and the more relaxed we train ourselves to be when pain comes, the pain will reduce, the pain will diminish over time. So now that we've covered the 12 daily reminders, let's see what would be the best way to use them. What I recommend my patients constantly, all the time, is to take those daily reminders and read them to themselves quietly 5 times every day. Once in the morning, immediately when you open your eyes, take this page, put it beside your bed, take it and read those reminders. It will help you start your day with a positive mindset. And then read them with each meal that you're eating throughout the day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. And then once again, just before you go to bed. In this way, you make sure that the reminders are basically infused throughout your day and help you continuously remember to focus your attention back on your healing and progress in your healing journey. So if you feel that this information is helpful and valuable for you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you're suffering from chronic pain, watch this video here that will teach you more techniques and knowledge that will help you on your healing journey.